Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Unturned podcast. I'm your host, cucuycharles, and we're joined once again by the Knight Rider.
I'm not a nerd.
And that's really it. All the other permanent hosts are literally gone. And a special guest today, Toothy Deerryte.
Hello. Oh man.
Just for clarification, I'm not sure. Trident, I think he is setting up for a vacation somewhere. I don't know what. And Z-Man is, I don't know, he's eating pizza, so he might midway join in here. So I'm not sure what the deal is with him.
Again, Z-Man is just being Z-Man. Y'all know this. Y'all.
Being gritty. Being /gritty.
He hitting the gritty, really, he hitting it too hard, bro.
But let's get into this podcast with Toothy. Now, Toothy, we've had a lot of conversations, like, beforehand about certain things. Like, literally, I was telling you before it started, that I felt like we'd done this before. And I think it's because we've had calls where we specifically talked about certain things with you. I think we even asked you actual questions during those calls that we would have asked during this podcast. So
it was
I think
the private Unturned podcast. It's exclusive to no one. Make sure
I usually start with the questions. So let's change it up, Charles. If you have questions for Toothy, ask first.
You listen to our podcast, correct?
Indeed. I think I've seen every single episode in its entirety, except for, I believe, the Salty Waffles one. I'm not much of a PvP person, so I couldn't stay
You couldn't watch it.
What an actual lad.
You couldn't watch the Salty episode? He wasn't even that bad.
I know. He wasn't really bad. I don't understand PvP talk. I had no idea what was going on the entire time. I've seen half of it, though.
China just banned Diablo Immortal. Let's fucking go,
bruh. This guy. All right. So you've listened to the majority of the podcast. I want to ask you this question because this is one of the things I noticed on your channel. Did you take the idea of when I said that the MLVV that did all the update videos will never come back? Did you take that and basically start doing update videos on your channel because of what I said?
That was part of it, but that also, I believe, pretty much a bunch of members from Gamespy, much like Danaby and Surati and all that, they always kept talking about how they kind of missed the Be Like Big Boom thing and stuff. It was really good for documenting Unturned videos in video form, so I wanted to just bring that back, and so I've been doing that.
Ah, yes, documenting videos in video form.
Documenting
the updates in video form. Oh, man.
But I guess I should have just said this. Like, how would you describe yourself, Toothy? Because you're kind of like, you are a person more on the side of the content side instead of just playing Unturned. So how would you actually describe yourself?
I'd probably describe myself as awkward in general, but as a content creator, I would probably describe myself as like an animator and map creator and all that.
Map creator. I know a couple questions that Knight would have about that.
What's the lore? What's the lore? What's the lore of your map, Toothy Deerryte? What's the lore?
Oh, you'll figure out soon enough. Oh man, there's so much.
How soon? Give me a date. Right now. Now.
I've almost done all the items. Let's see. Sometime next month, maybe.
Yeah.
Wait. So your map is coming out sometime next month, is what you're telling me?
Probably.
But when's the playtesting?
How long the Questline will
when's the playtesting? When's the playtesting?
I don't have a set date for that, but probably sometime next month.
I see.
Let's go.
That's interesting. I was not expecting that, honestly.
So, and for those of you who don't know, for some reason, we're talking about Buwok.
Exposed, even though it's on Twitter 24/7.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh yeah. I haven't been updating much on YouTube, so if you're familiar with my channel, I'm more active on Twitter with a lot of that. You'll see a bunch of the updates on there, but yeah, I've been putting so much work into it. Like,
go follow Toothy Deerryte's Twitter, link in the description.
Thank you. Oh man, but man, I think development and stuff right now, it's been going on for about like 10 months so far, so it's been going like I've been working on it longer than I have for episode 2 of Tales of the Unturned, which took like 9 months, so that's pretty big. Ooh,
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Z-Dad.
What's going on?
Sorry, I think I have my mic. Oh no.
Are you eating pizza?
She's a fucking
Just come back when you're done, bro.
What? She finally came out. Hello.
This guy, bro. This guy will derail the whole episode just to tell us about like something random. This is just there's no value in this.
Listen, I'm gonna be.
Just get on the podcast when you get home, Z man. Literally.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go home right now. I'll be back.
We love
just come
you.
back. Just come back.
We love you.
And then I'm gonna talk about the funny.
All right.
Love you guys. Bye. No homo.
Good. I love you.
Bye bye.
All right.
He's gone.
So Toothy, you've been developing for almost a year now.
Indeed, yeah.
You know what's funny? Because yesterday I was looking at Unturned Official, and I was like, someone else was looking at Unturned Official, and I was reading, and they were reading a bunch of comments about another map developer creating stuff, and they were talking about how there's like, and I've seen it like firsthand, the graveyard of like ideas where specifically someone comes out with something really cool or shows something really cool, but it's never really done anything and nothing's ever made. And like how many projects have been completely put into the graveyard. So the graveyard of curated content is what it's called. I think I'm going to label that right now. And you looks like what you're saying, and I hope what you're saying is that it's not going to fall into the graveyard.
Yeah, absolutely not. Like, unless I die, just out of nowhere.
Well, that's just different.
Yeah.
That's different. I think you will be in the graveyard then.
Yeah. But no, it's almost done. I think I only have a few more items to go. I just need to do a bunch of the crafting and stuff, set that all up, a bunch of DAT file stuff. And then I believe just the Questline, which is going to be pretty big. I'm not sure how long that's going to take. So the map might release next month, maybe the month after that, but probably not longer than 2 months. Absolutely.
Would the Questline be as big as probably like you would say Elver or even Arid or Kuwait?
Probably, yeah, and it's gonna be really cool. I'm doing a bunch of kind of unique stuff with it, which I don't think has been done before, because I've got like all these like little techniques and stuff. I got teleports and stuff that actually get animated. I can animate like a teleport going onto the player and then teleporting the player like automatically through a cutscene. So I'm doing cutscenes and stuff, and that's gonna be really cool.
Okay, so give us like a back of the book summary of the story of the quest. Like, so and so is on a mission to fucking I don't know. Give us the summary, bro.
All right. So there's basically 2 halves to the quest line. The first half is focusing on like one group, but the second half is probably the juicy one. I'm probably gonna talk about that.
Okay.
The second half takes place with Scorpion 7 and the Lighthouse Ghost as the 2 main kind of things, which is gonna be really cool. And your kind of main quest for that second half, and also I guess the first half, it kind of leads up to it. It's kind of building up to the second half. You're trying to help the Lighthouse Ghost get free and come back to life, essentially. That will be very interesting, but I'm trying not to give it many spoilers. There's not much I could talk about it right now, but it's going to be really cool.
Okay. We're trying to help a ghost come back to life. I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
Indeed.
I'm sure
Just a soul that's trapped.
Bad will happen.
Hey, yo. Wait, alright, are we doing a podcast right now?
Yeah, I told you to come back later, lol.
Baby, what's good, everybody? Hey, so Toothy, I got a question. When's your map come out? I want to play that shit.
Maybe 1 or 2 months, I'm guessing.
Dude, you've been working so hard. You got like 20 kajillion items. You got 4 more billion items on that map.
4 more billion.
You know, it's crazy, actually. I think the number that I told you before, it's kind of gone up. I now have over 1,000, probably 1,800. I'll probably have by the end.
Are you on crack cocaine?
Yeah. How have you been working on items for the past 18 hours?
Dude, this guy's off his rocker, man.
I love it.
I just have too much fun with it.
God bless him.
Oh.
God bless him, man. God
I
bless
can't
him.
wait
All
for
right,
you to make
I'm going back
your
to the Shadow Realm. I'm going back to the Shadow Realm. I'll return shortly.
have fun.
All right.
I can't wait for your tutorial series to come out. That's gonna be coming out like after the map's done.
Oh yeah, for sure. That will be really cool. I want to like go over a whole bunch of stuff, maybe even like a bunch of things that I did personally with the quest line. I don't want to go over them quite yet because I believe like the really unique stuff with like the moving teleports and stuff that might get updated later with since Nelson's gonna like update a bunch of the like nodes and stuff eventually for the dev kit, and I have like a bunch of fallbacks currently for the quest line, so I'm keeping that all in mind.
All right, good. You got backups in case something breaks.
Indeed.
Probably good. That's probably good for Unturned. So tell us about the the progression system. Is it going to be different than other maps, and if so, how? Like Arid had one that was based more on crafting, and like it just had a bunch of different tangents, basically.
All right. Basically, before I start that, I want to mention with the items and stuff, with all the items, like it's gonna be really simple with kind of like the progression and stuff. Like the amount of items that are there, they're usually just variations and stuff of different things or like customization and all that. So it's
Good.
gonna it's not gonna be as complex with Arid with all the items and stuff, and the progression is essentially gonna be pretty straightforward, hopefully, and you'll be able to get a clear understanding with it. But the things that I'm doing differently is I'm making pretty much everything craftable. That like guns and stuff, you can craft them and all that. Like you craft like the Zbantikov and all that, and it's pretty cool. I need to clear my
Okay.
throat. Oh man. All right,
So
so
even like the big end game military guns will be craftable.
yeah, there's not really too many like big military guns. There's like very set ones. I kind of kept it down to like civilian grade and all that or police grade kind of. There's nothing like military on the map to say because it's
Okay.
like the whole map is on kind of like a mountain town area, but yeah, I believe what is it for the crafting too? You need to unlock the blueprint and stuff. It's similar to I believe Rust with the blueprint system and stuff. You have like research kits and you can research an item and stuff, and then that's also how you repair items. You need to like learn the
Okay.
blueprint and all that. It's gonna be really cool, and you keep them after death as well. So if you like go into the dead zone and stuff, you grab like a bunch of guns, you research them, and then you get like raided and you die. You could do like it was like a few like runs and stuff to like some areas, gather supplies, and then basically craft all your stuff again. And so like all your previous hours aren't just completely wasted, you know? It's just you can get back up afterwards, and I think that'll be pretty cool.
Nice. It's gonna be like Rust. I love
Indeed.
Rust so much.
It's not exactly like Rust, but yeah, it does still take a lot of inspiration from the already set kind of unturned things and stuff. Because yeah, just since unturned's unturned, so you got to keep it kind of like I basically just don't want to recreate Rust in unturned in a way, because you already have Rust turned and all that, and yeah,
Let's see how bad that is. Rust Turn's
yeah,
really bad. You've played Rust Turn, right? You've seen how bad that is.
absolutely, yeah, that's I'm not a fan of that. Buak is
I
completely different. It takes just elements from Rust. It's not like Rust. Just yeah, I don't know how to explain it too well without like you'll just have to see it. Absolutely.
What was the idea behind your art style exactly? Because I see your art style and it's pretty unique compared to a lot of the other art styles that exist for maps. So what was your like idea behind it, I guess you could say?
Oh yeah. With the art style and stuff. A lot of it just kind of 2.0 I believe, like Unturned Classic and all of that. I took a lot of inspiration from that, and also I believe Unturned 2 with some of the models and all that. I believe what is it? Because you got the rain gutters and stuff, and those are from like Unturned 2 and stuff. All those concept images, I kind of just took those. I made everything like kind of textured as well because I think Unturned 3's art style it's just kind of missing out with a lot of the textures, and I don't know, I kind of missed them from 2.0, and it can make things look a lot better, in my opinion at least. I don't know.
So the idea is just like kind of a mixture of 2.0 and Unturned 2?
Yeah, it's like I'm going for that kind of style. It's really cool because I get like from what I show off to people, they always say like, "Oh yeah, this reminds me of like Unturned 2 or like 2.0 and stuff," which I think is just exactly what I'm going for, and it's kind of nice.
That's interesting. Um, I
So
don't
tell
know.
us about the base building system. How's that going to be different, if at all?
Oh yeah, that is gonna be really crazy. I added like probably like 10 different new structure items and all of that. There's now like half floors, half foundations, and or like half roofs and foundations and stuff. You got like half walls as well. You can literally make a 1 by half. And that's kind of funny. You could make like balconies and all that and just all that. You got like I think like 50 barricades or something so far. No, there's over 50 now. There's like 3 sections to that. Oh man,
Okay.
I
Wait,
completed those like
Toothy.
last week.
Is there can I make a pyramid like and actually not be like have an open hole in the corners?
I probably not. I didn't go that advanced with it. It still has just the regular kind of ramps, but
Please make something that I forgot what it's called, but it's like a corner ramp, so that
oh
I can
yeah.
close off pyramids. Like
Hmm.
I really want that because pyramids are pretty funny and not really seen in Unturned. Please do that.
I will mark that down right now. Where is I'll
Also,
just put
can
into
you
general.
make triangular floors that are like a right angle?
Or what floors? Or
Triangular floors and triangular ceilings that are at a right angle instead of at a weird angle like they are now. Just like to have
uh
that as an option, you know?
I'm I guess we'll see with the new building system that's kind of coming, which should hopefully fix a lot of issues. Because currently, right now, I believe there's a few issues with kind of like the half floors already and stuff. Making
Uh,
really custom building things are kind of just kind of wacky, but Nelson says a lot of that's going to be fixed, so hopefully that will work. And I'm thinking like with that, actually, I'm not sure if the walls would line up properly. I'd have to like make completely new walls. It
Then
might
do
not
that.
come though, but
Make
yeah.
completely new walls then.
I okay.
He said, okay, everybody, you can pressure Toothy Deerryte into doing whatever you want.
Back to the buildables
Oh.
thing. I saw on Twitter
Mhm.
your job bridge that you made, and it was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that was badass.
Oh yeah, I am happy to say that that is actually making it into the final build. I figured it out. It requires a door because barricade doors are really weird. There's like this placeholder thing and you can't shoot through it and you just punch it. There's no sound. It's a mess. But it has a door, but it's a little bit slower and it's
Okay,
the,
and now with
the,
that, I'm sure you know about the more farming mod, right?
indeed, yeah. I think
Yeah.
I'm familiar with that.
Can you
Yeah.
please just add those doors into the game,
The
like the
sliding
hat,
doors.
the sliding doors, the hatch for the helicopter, the big gates, there's like a tank garage door basically in there too.
I'm back from the Shadow
These
Realm.
I'm not familiar with the actual buildables. I don't think I've seen
You've
those.
never seen the buildables for the more farming mod? Go look at them. They're pretty decent.
Yeah,
The sliding doors I
honestly.
like.
Wow.
That's the thing I actually do like about more farming
Yeah,
mod.
there's a big like 5x5 like roof hatch that you can open up and then you can land a helicopter inside basically.
That is
And it
cool,
like
yeah.
does like a as it opens up and it's like so cool, bro.
Exactly that
Oh,
noise.
man.
It makes exactly that noise.
This
Literally.
1,800 items is gonna turn to friggin' 2,000 items by the end. Oh man.
Please. Please. Okay, so what
Oh,
about mythical items? Is there gonna be like mythical rewards?
I believe so. Yeah. I think some items are labeled as mythicals Some of them are kind of like just joke kind of set as that, but there are a few mythical items. I'm not sure which ones because there's so many items now. I kind of forget which ones are mythical. Whoops. Also, really going back to the building, I want to mention too with the whole building system, I made pillarless building possible, but that's gonna be added like next update, so that's kind of sad. I
Yes,
was really
yes.
hoping for that to be
That
the
sounds
first
lit
one.
and
Nelson
dope.
beat me to it. No way.
Wait, pillarless building is going to be added to the main game?
I believe so. Yeah, that's what the new screenshot I think that Nelson posted showed. There's like no pillars on the walls, which was really cool. Plus, better snapping as well. That's all gonna be really awesome.
Okay.
I remember, I think on one of the images he posted, I said, I like the axe. That's really all I said. I didn't even mention the building.
Oh yeah.
I was
You
the
like
first
the
comment
axe
too. I was
body
like, I
spray?
like the axe.
I wonder what axe that was.
It was a camping axe, a regular camping axe. It was
yeah.
like nothing special about it. I just said it was that, and that was the only thing that the main top comment I think it was on that post.
Oh man.
So,
So, all right. So Z-Man, what are your questions for Toothy about his map?
Where is it? Where's the location of it? Like, what country is it in?
Oh yeah, it's set in Canada and stuff. It's another Canada map, specifically BC and stuff. The province that I live in. I kind of just wanted to make something kind of like close to home and all that, which I'm familiar with and stuff. Because like if I did like a map like Germany or something, like Germany already exists, but like just as an example, I wouldn't know where to start and stuff. I'd probably get a lot of things wrong. So I think BC is kind of nice, and yeah, there hasn't been anything in Canada for a while, and I want to do like a pine tree mountainy map, and it's turning out nice.
so you're doxing yourself.
And pretty much, yeah. It is a
Let's
fictional
go.
land though.
Yeah.
It's not a real place. But
He's
yeah.
doxing himself through a map.
No
He's gonna put
way.
his on the street. He's gonna put on the signs like his street. He's gonna put his
Oh.
house.
Will there be
Oh,
the Breaking Bad meth van in this map or no?
not the Breaking Bad one, but I do have the Walking Dead one that I believe if you're familiar with it, Dale and stuff, he drives that Winnebago RV. That is my favorite vehicle right now, by the way. I changed a bunch of the vehicle physics and they drive like crazy. They're like kind of like really heavy and stuff, and like if you like take a sharp turn and stuff, they kind of like really like kind of shift to the side. It feels kind of like somewhat realistic driving, I believe. It's at least a lot of driving
sounds
games that I've
lit.
played. It's
So wait, you
Nice.
changed the vehicle physics on your map.
yeah, I made sure to update the no vanilla ones. Don't worry.
Classic. Nelson, you gotta take
Oh.
notes, man. The whole entire like mapping community has changed like vehicles. Come on, it's about time you just change that one variable. Come on,
Oh.
that one number.
Yeah.
Just change it. Come on.
He's probably gonna get to it eventually and stuff and do some really cool things. I believe that will be really cool.
The
'Cause
vehicle update. Tanks can fly.
yeah,
The MOVV dream.
I believe with Elver vehicles though, there is an issue with changing that one value, and it makes the cars shake like a crazy amount. I think Elver had to change its gravity. If I'm not mistaken or something. That's
Come on, Nelson.
something. It's a little bit more tricky.
Come on, Nelson.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like going like off a hill anymore and then go up to the sky, go up into the stratosphere because I hit that hill,
Oh.
and then be lagged
Or-
back all the way because the game renders it as like impossible to do.
Or a group of zombies comes and just starts eating your vehicle and you fling up into the sun.
Yeah, and you go like have a
That's
fun
a
time.
fun one.
Yeah, it's classic.
Oh.
So many unturned problems. It's like a feature, which is kind of funny. I was thinking about it. This actually came back in my head. The reason why I read this up is because I know this is kind of unrelated, but TF2 had like an update like on I think it was the 24th or the 23rd, I forget. And basically they changed like this 9-year the skeletons to not be laggy. And I'm just thinking to myself, there's something concurrent and unturned for that's been around for years and has not been fixed, and that's the vehicle physics, and that's literally what it is. Suck. It's like the equivalent. The skeletons being laggy is vehicle physics and unturned.
Yeah,
it's just something that I think a lot of people have complained about, but like not recently because I think people have accepted it, but it's still a problem and still annoying to deal with. Like
indeed, and yeah, Nelson is for sure like aware of that, and
I
like
hope
that
so.
update is gonna come, and it's just like he even jokes about the vehicles and stuff here and there. I believe I've seen that a few times, and
man, they gotta fix it, man.
Yeah,
there's also like
vehicles more like bad.
No, like I honestly like feel like this is being going on a side tangent, but like I was gonna make a whole video on vehicles, why they're horrible, and it wasn't even just gonna be because of the physics, which that's kind of like a sort of like side thing that most people point to, but like an actual practical sense, it's just really bad. There's a lot of problems with vehicles that I really don't like, and I don't think a lot of there's some things I do like about them, there's some things I don't like, and it's kind of interesting to see how map creators change the vehicle physics, because that's a whole ball game like you have to mess with. I know a lot of people don't really point out. Most people focus on combat or like loot progression, but people don't really pay attention to like vehicles as a whole, which is something weird because it's one of the like only other ways you can go faster on land in the game. Like I know like I mean you could do some cool ideas with vehicles too. I mean look at Hawaii. I mean like as much as like people hate like getting your eyes and your retinas like destroyed, like it had some pretty cool vehicles like the commander and the tank ship, which is kind of fun. So I mean like it's just one part of the thing that I like of the scene of Unturned that's not really talked about at all, because I think it's more relegated to a joke because of the way that Nelson set up physics.
Sadly.
Yeah,
also I want to mention really quick something I'm doing really cool with vehicles is I'm making them craftable. You can craft vehicles.
So you telling me we're making the gyrocopter from Hawaii? You telling me that that's the thing?
Pretty much. You could like you craft the RV and stuff, and like Roadster and like a few other vehicles and stuff. There's not many vehicles you can craft, but there's a lot of kind of like customization you could do. You could like paint them, which is a huge thing, and you could also add like bulletproof tires and stuff onto it, or bulletproof windows, and that's gonna be like a whole thing.
What do you mean by paint them?
You have an item called a spray can, and I'm doing this with weapons as well, and you basically craft it and stuff. Just the reason I'm not adding too many vehicles is because of that, and same with the guns and stuff. There's not too many guns, but you can paint all of them because every version that's painted needs like a new item and a new item ID, and that adds up, and you just have like 100 items before you know it, and it's awful.
Nice. I want all black everything.
Well, here's the thing. So you can't like you said like can you paint vehicles? I was gonna ask you that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I was gonna ask you this. Okay, this is a follow-up question to that. Can you actually paint vehicles that are already placed? Because the way that makeshift, I'm just comparing this to makeshift vehicles. The way that makeshift vehicles work, you just place them and you can't pick them back up. They're basically a permanent vehicle. What's the deal with the that for your map?
Sadly, yeah, once you place it down, you can't really pick it back up, but crafting vehicles, like, it should be pretty basic. You just grab a bunch of resources. There's broken cars around the map. You break that, and, like, you loot those for, like, engines and stuff and vehicle components, and then make a new vehicle. It's a bit of a pain, but it's all that's possible right now, but that will be changed in the future if it's possible.
Here's a follow-up to that. Can you make like random mismatch vehicles, or is it more so like it's just like a couple that you could just make?
Currently it's just a couple. I did want to do like a full like modular system, like you have like a front and like a back and like a chassis and all that, and you just make like different kind of things, but that would have been like over 200 different item variations, especially with the painting on top of that, and it's just not something I can deal with right now.
I can imagine that being horrible.
I believe Nelson right now, he's well, not right now, but eventually he plans to do an item like whole revamp and stuff, and eventually maybe item IDs won't be like necessary. Or like they'll be probably limited to like a map or something. I'm not sure how it's gonna be set up. Who can tell right now? But once that is, there's gonna be a whole bunch of new things for Buak, and I plan to keep updating the map with different features, just like throughout, and making it better once more options become available.
So
and,
once these updates come up, you're just gonna go ahead and just rework certain things about the map, or you're gonna just wait for these updates to come out and then wait to drop your map. So how is that gonna play out exactly?
I'm gonna drop my map and then wait for the updates, because if I waited for those updates, Buak wouldn't come out for like another like year or 2,
6 years,
maybe 3. Yeah.
Year or
man.
2 or 3 or 7 or
10. Yeah, just classic.
I think one thing that is like, one thing I am hoping for the final update, and like I if Nelson can't do it, so be it, but I want better water catchers. That would be so cool. Like, the one idea that I have right now, how they could technically work with the existing code, is like, those like water tanks that can hold like 5 out of 5 water or something. Just have that be to a water catcher, and then it just like automatically like fills after like a rainstorm and stuff, since that's just how the game works. But that's easier said than done, and I do want to push for that though. That would be so cool.
Yeah, push Nelson. That's how you get stuff done.
Let's push Nelson.
No way.
Yeah, like just push
I'm gonna
him physically.
push him.
Yeah.
Physically
that
push
gets him
him
to
in real
work.
life.
Whoa.
See how he gets up every day by getting pushed.
Oh no.
So, how about the NPCs? What you tweeted out an image. There is this cowgirl character that kind of looks like Ryuko, but she also appeared.
Bro,
she also appeared on the Kuwait map in a painting. So how is that? How is that connected?
It will be explained somewhat in the story, but I'm not gonna explain it here. That will...
Add aliens to the map.
Hell yeah.
Aliens. Add aliens immediately, please.
No way. Oh man.
Yo, Charles, do you think they should add aliens?
There are already aliens in the main game.
Dude,
yeah.
Charles,
All right, awesome.
Like
so
Charles
it is going to be
alien.
explained. Just keep in mind that the Outlands is an alternate universe. Just keep that in mind. It's like a parallel universe.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Cool. Just got to make sure everything's consistent. Okay. By the way, guys, hire me as a consultant for your curated maps.
Oh my God.
I'll make sure the lore's consistent.
I want to bring this up. I know someone making a map that's gonna be in the game, and they said they're gonna purposely make the lore fucked, and it's gonna be in the base game. It's just gonna fuck the lore.
No
That's what they said.
Listen, whoever it is, I refuse to consider your map canon.
No, Knight, you can't do that, because
you
there are better curated maps canon that are curated in the game. No. This is why I have my rules. This is why I have my rules for the lore.
Listen. Okay, fine. I'm not that worried about it though, because if the lore is really that bad, Nelson won't allow it into the game.
Do you think Nelson's gonna do his due diligence and actually look at the lore and be like,
yes, he does that. He does do that.
I find it hard to believe that he would sit there and actually like cross-examine every single lore that every map has put out and be like, okay, this is not consistent. All right.
I mean, he can just watch my videos. He's subscribed to me. He watches my videos. He knows.
I know for a fact that it's not gonna happen. This is
whatever.
This is
Toothy, okay, you know what, Toothy, you're a curated map maker. Does he do that? Has he examined your lore?
All right, but why did you include?
He has just examined some of my lore. Yeah. I believe, what is it? Like, I keep sending him stuff and, like, having him, like, approve certain things and stuff. I'm still, like, getting the main story kind of done right now. And then I'll send it to him, see what needs to be changed and all that. But, like, it is, he does have some say into it, I believe. I'm not sure how much, like, he does, though, but, yeah.
Listen, Z-Man, who is it? I want them in this call right now.
I can't tell you.
Why?
Told me not to tell you.
Is it Doug? It's Doug. It's got to be Doug. You know Doug's making a big app. It's Doug. It's got to be Doug.
Well, here's the thing. Knight, this is literally your downfall. This is literally your downfall. This is the reason why I said that I only consider the maps that Nelson technically was, like, there for. So, that would be, like, Washington, PEI, Russia, Germany, Yukon.
When it comes to, like, a lot of that, I'd say, like, you have, like, it can be valid to, like, see, like, official maps is the only kind of, like, canon lore and stuff. That's completely okay, but I think like seeing curated maps is kind of canon, like is also okay until like later, like Nelson, if he does want to like kind of do like his own thing with the lore, kind of like contradict a few things, like he can do that. But I'd say just until then, it's fine being canon.
Honestly, yeah.
At some points, but
I hope whoever is making that map makes the lore so messed up, makes the timeline so screwed up. Like the time traveling people in Russia, I hope like that's explained throughout like something weird, and then like the virus isn't actually real and it's like all a dream. So it's like, dude, I hope the lore gets so screwed up so the Knight Rider cannot back down and say that he cannot consider it because it was curated. Because he said this beforehand in a different episode that he considers the curated maps to be lore, which I do not. And this is Knight's downfall.
We can always just say it's another universe
it's
within
Knight's
the
downfall.
multiverse.
Nope. I hope. Okay, you
that's
do
what
that.
that's what Elver and Dango is. That's what Elver and Dango is. Nope, I'm doing that loophole. Nope, that's what I'm doing. Charles, you're not lore man. I'm lore man. Okay, I decide.
Actually, no. It's Serati is lore man. You just took his place for the time being.
When's the last time Serati's in the lore?
Do you really listen? Do you really think Serati's going to come back and do lore? He did do really good videos. I'm just saying.
All I'm saying is when he did them, no one called him nerd emoji back then. Nowadays, the nerd emoji reigns supreme.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just a very bullyable person.
I don't know, man. I don't know why everyone bullies you, to be honest. Like, the joke kind of got old, I'll be real.
This guy.
Unironic.
This guy thought about jokes getting
Bro,
old.
like,
okay.
I never want to say it, because, like, if I ignore it, I know it'll go away eventually, but it's just,
Listen,
I'm not
if
even
you ignore it, if you ignore it, it keeps happening. If you feed into it, it keeps happening.
Honestly, so yeah, I'm just gonna say it. I'm not offended by it. It's just so annoying and unfunny. I get irrationally angry.
I think he just buried himself with those statements.
Listen, I don't care at this
cut that out
point.
for his safety.
Please cut it. Actually, yeah, please cut it out.
You act like it's like people are gonna like attack up with a nerd emoji, dude. Come on.
Please, they're gonna be in the comment section with a nerd emoji. Please, I can't keep having the nightmares.
You literally just told them what to do. It's like saying, please do not put the clown emoji.
Yeah. Charles was on Twitter and he made a meme about the Knight's new video, and there's more editing in that meme than every Unturned podcast episode.
Dude, because the podcast doesn't need editing. It's just us talking. That's all it needs.
Well, maybe if you showed up every now and then, Z-Man.
That's what Jonas said, bro. Dude, I show up.
Yeah, and he has a point.
Time, except for that one time.
How bad do you have to be for Eunice to have a point?
He doesn't have a point.
He does have a point.
He has a
Here,
point.
let me go through every episode right now to see.
He's gonna say that the Kuwait episode he was a part of because he was there for like a minute at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the criteria if you're gonna look through all the episodes.
I was in 24. I mean, I showed up for like 5 seconds in 23, but we won't count it. I was in 22, 21, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Was I in 14? No, I wasn't in 14. That was Jonas's episode. 13, 12. I think I showed up at like in the middle at 11. The 11th one, I think I showed up in the middle. I was in the 10th one. I was been in all of them.
My mom. You literally said like all the majority of the new ones are not in. My mom.
You know what else is funnier than 24?
25.
What is happening in the background?
Like
Z-Man killed him.
His girlfriend's house.
I have visitors.
Are you home?
Give me back my card. Yeah,
Z-Man is the
Wait, you're home. Okay, never mind.
Listen, Z-Man is the most unprofessional person here, but I love it.
I said it like on I forgot what episode it was, but I said like Z-Man 1064 is probably one of the worst people you can work with, and I do mean that. This is like
talking about. You're a fucking cunt, Charles. It says you fucking sound like you just want to fucking perpetually shit.
Hey, Z-Man's girlfriend in the background, shut the fuck up!
See, I didn't say that. The Knight Rider did. And this is why he will be forever called an emoji.
Tell her I said that.
No.
Oh, okay.
Why would he say that to her?
Dude, listen, Kakoi, sexual Charles.
Kakoi?
Kaka.
Kakoi?
Kaka.
Listen, it looks like we have two guests. We now welcome Z-Man's girlfriend to the podcast.
She's just here harassing me.
We were supposed to hang out at my house, and you had the podcast instead.
Listen, we'll go to your house in like 30 minutes, okay?
Better be 30 minutes.
How much longer is the episode?
Like 20 minutes, probably.
Listen. If you can hear me, he loves the podcast more than you.
No, listen,
he doesn't. How about
he'll sleep on the podcast, dude. He literally will join one like twice.
Okay, let's talk about the guest now, guys. For real. Come on, guys. Come on.
Wait, what else do we have to talk about with Toothy right now?
So, Toothy, tell us about...
Why is your character... why is your OC a woman?
Because of Minecraft, bro. How do you not... Bro, the lore of Toothy was because of Minecraft, because everyone was changing their characters to a girl on Minecraft on Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah,
exactly. I know the Toothy lore. Get out of here, Z-Man 64.
Look, I didn't even think it was a girl. I know Toothy has long hair. I thought it was just him.
How is this so... It's sus. Dude, he's trapping people right now.
He's trapping people, bro.
Oh, man.
You see Toothy Deerryte thirst trap. Pretends to be a woman.
Don't act like dude, there's a picture of you I posted under your
Man, don't act like his OC is attractive. Look at her.
Listen, man.
You heard that? Dude, personally, I will let that slide.
For those wondering, I did the image. There was an image. It was on my alt Twitter. I have a second Twitter account where I just post random shit. And I did a tweet. I'm like, I did like, how many likes was it? 200 or something, or one. It was probably just 100. I could probably go and look. It was like a certain amount of likes, and I wear my girlfriend's fucking. She has like this plaid skirt. I said I'd wear it.
Oh yeah.
And then it actually broke the like goal by like 2. So I'm like, okay. So then I did it, and now for some reason, a year later, it has been re-brought up by numerous individuals.
By me.
And by especially Charles.
That's what you get for what you said.
I look good. And all I'm saying is I look good in it.
You hear that? You hear that, folks? He said he looks good in it. It's not like it was a joke. It's not a joke. It's serious.
I mean, he does. Damn.
I looked good.
I'm biting my bottom lip right now.
Shut up.
Dude, I looked good.
You looked good.
I looked good. If I was gay, I'd pull it off, but I'm not gay.
All right. We're going to go back to Toothy. Toothy, I'm going to ask you a very simple question. And this is specifically when it comes to not anything that you're doing right now, but comes to Unturned. What do you think is the most influential update in Unturned?
I have like 3 of
them. Shut up.
Man, that's a hard one. I think... Jeez, I'm trying to think of updates right now. The movement update was a pretty big one, I think. That was a pretty good step forward and stuff. The clouds and stuff, that update, that was a pretty big one for me. I didn't like the old clouds. I know it's very controversial, but I think they were just the worst. Like, maybe if they were, like, more transparent or something, maybe with different models, just I don't know. I thought like the 2.0 clouds were better, but then I literally the first time I joined into 3.0, like in the beta with Operation Maple Leaf, I joined in and just like the first 5 seconds, I'm like, what the hell is this? Why is everything so bright? Why did the clouds look so bad? And I logged off and I didn't join for like another month. I just went back to 2.0. But I don't know. That was a pretty big one for me. I think just any update that helps with the Unturned art style, makes it look slightly better. The clouds will get updated again eventually, but if you don't like them, I think like the clouds will eventually look.
Are you telling me that you like the
everyone.
current clouds in Unturned?
They don't look too bad.
Oh my god!
They also match well with the Blender template sky that I have actually.
Maybe on your end of the stuff when it comes to like making stuff, it's like different. But for me, when I look at that, like when I look at the clouds and I look at the realistic circular moon, it gets me mad. Okay.
The realistic circular moon.
It's more like the moon's like a golf ball. Like before, it was like just like a really pixelated circle, but now it's like actually like smoothed out, and it looks really weird with the clouds. And I don't get it.
It's literally like I believe it's just the default like Blender circle.
It's better than
it's not really realistic.
It's better than the moon that was beforehand. It looks more realistic than compared to what was before. But then the clouds just look like a bunch of like paint was splatted on the sky.
I mean, I guess like I don't know.
Okay, I want to say
just
this
think-
real quickly. Witness protection. What did I ever do to you? What did I ever
What does
do to
he
you?
not like?
Why did you bring
what
this up?
happened? What happened
Why,
to
why
Witness?
is he replying to Charles's meme? Like, why did you re-upload his video, bro? Like, bro,
He's actually hurt by this. He's actually hurt by the video.
Alright, witness protection. I loved you like a brother.
So what would you
You actually, dude.
I didn't see the
I'm not
Knight Rider
actually-
video. What was it? He did
I
like.
kind of liked
Science.
it, to be honest with you, but at just the same time, I'm like, it's France. Like, ew.
Wah, 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 wah. Next one's gonna be
yeah.
Kuwait, don't worry.
I think
Unless
I
they're
think I
smoking
figured it
dope.
out. I think the most influential change in update, or like the change in update. Oh man, for me the update I think was probably the biggest. Is I think the editor one recently. Like it seems small for the general public, but for actual modders, like this is gonna be really big. And like once more tutorials and stuff are out, like once I start making more tutorials and all that, like people like really don't like the editor right now with like I think auto stuff being kind of removed, but it's so big. It's gonna be so cool. Like it just opens up so many modding possibilities. Just you need to like just know how to mod and all that, and just it's really cool. I really hope I could get those tutorials out and like the modding community can grow and all that, and that would be really cool.
That'd be good because y'all know I got a glizzy in my hand.
What?
Indeed.
What are you guys doing?
Actually-
why are you guys so loud?
Toothy. I was gonna say something
Yeah.
about your videos too. Something that MLBB could not do in his videos, you do exactly like better than what he does, and that's the one thing you do better. And I will
do?
forever say this: is at least you're able to explain certain stuff with the editor, because I do know
Oh,
in some of the things that
Yeah.
MLBB would come up in the editor or like changes to the workshop, like how to make content. I would say that's a better way of saying it. He would just kind of like be like, yeah, I don't know.
oh yeah, like what with the new updates and stuff, especially too with all of them being like really kind of cryptic and stuff for like the general public and stuff. I think it really helps on my end with having like a bunch of knowledge with a bunch of this. Like I think like even if he did return and start doing update videos again, I think I'd still have a place to do them because like I can explain like a lot more and all that. And like these updates recently too, like all these recent ones, like a lot of people see them and they don't see like, you know, new gun or anything, but like these updates are huge. Like these are massive, like in like the core game and stuff and modding, like so many possibilities keep opening up every single update. It's crazy. Like the maps that are gonna be coming out, like the next maps and stuff, especially like Buak and stuff now. They're huge. They're gonna be absolutely huge, and it's gonna keep evolving. It's gonna be amazing. And I love these updates. Like Nelson's doing such an amazing job. They're so cool. Oh man.
Yeah!
Well, there is something interesting though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like old timers I still hang around with from the like early 3.0 days and like 2.0 days, and it's always like whenever they see something new in a map, it's always I didn't think this was possible in Unturned, and then that was generally the so. As long as Nelson's able to do that for these people, and you guys facilitate what he's able to be done in the game, I think it would be what you said, amazing.
Indeed, yeah. Like with a bunch of the modders and stuff, yeah, we always give like feedback to Nelson and stuff, see like what he adds, what he like won't add and everything. Like don't get this wrong and stuff. Like what is it, like modders and stuff don't have like an overpowering kind of like say in like what gets added to the game or anything. Like if Danavi like is like remove zombies or something, I don't know, that's a dumb example, but like Nelson's not gonna like remove zombies or something like that. Like he takes suggestions from everyone. Like it's really cool. Like it just, you know, but yeah, as long as like yeah, just I don't know. I'm losing my train of thought. Anyway, like
I have a question. I got a glaring question. Toothy Deerryte. When is the next Tales of Unturned episode?
oh god, okay.
It's been a year.
True,
It's
true.
been a year since
It's
the
been
last
a year,
one.
Toothy.
Oh, it
I really,
has.
really miss
Been
the
a year,
tales of
Toothy. I really, really miss you. My mom beats me frequently.
Oh no.
Wait, yo, what, yo?
It's a meme, chill.
It
The meme
It'll-
chill.
come out eventually. None of it's animated. Sadly, I'm still waiting for voice lines. A bunch of my friends who do the voice lines are like kind of busy at the moment. They had some pretty bad stuff happen to them. I don't want to like go into it for like their privacy and stuff. But like,
listen, fuck them. We'll do the voice lines
Shut
for
up!
you.
No.
We'll do the.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people have offered to do voice lines and stuff, but just like obviously I can't replace the main characters, which is the main issue, and which is why it hasn't moved forward yet. But eventually it will be picked up again, and hopefully Buak and stuff. Like honestly, right now Buak at the moment, from like on a writing perspective and a character perspective, it's already miles better than anything Tales of the Unturned that I had planned. Which
Are you gonna have like
rewriting
actual character development during the quests?
It's been
a bit,
year, Daddy. It's been a year, Daddy.
No,
I really miss you.
Yeah,
Mommy said you went to get milk and you haven't come back. I'm failing all my classes, and my mommy beats me frequently.
Oh no. The one thing I can promise is the series will not die. I will not let that happen. I physically can't.
Yeah, it's such a good run. We need the part 3, baby. We need part 3, baby.
It will come eventually.
Z-Man, please quit being down bad.
What do you mean I'm being down bad? I want the episode, man.
You down bad?
I like once the voice lines are in, it should only take maybe like 1 or 2 months to actually animate. The animation process doesn't actually take all that long. At least not for me. I can get stuff done pretty fast. I obviously don't like rush anything, and that's like the whole thing. But
I'm begging for the new episode. I'm begging on my hands and nuts.
I'm so mad too that I left it on such a big cliffhanger because I thought like, oh yeah, nothing's getting in the way. Like obviously, like I'll get this done in the next 2 months. Like, and yeah, that happened.
It's been a year, Toothy. I really miss the Tales of Unturned.
Yeah, I do, dude. I do, man. It's literally there's been no updates. I haven't seen anything. I miss it. Come back, please.
All I can say too, with it, once it does come back, my animation skills and just Blender in general has improved heavily. So there's gonna be some really cool things.
At least the way would be worth it if you're saying it's gonna look like the next, I don't know, Marvel film. Is this gonna be a Marvel film? Let's go.
Bro, imagine.
That's
do it.
That's gonna be, the next episode will be a pretty big one too.
Is there gonna be a reference to your series on your map?
Yeah, it's actually kind of tied like loosely into the same universe. I'd say Tales of the Unturned is like more on like an alternate kind of thing. It's not exact, but there's gonna be like references. I'm gonna try to slide in Joel Miller blowing up the bridge, but we'll see. We'll see.
That'd be kind of sick and lit. You feel?
Yeah. Oh man, I wonder if Nelson would let that happen, or just at least general.
He'd let that happen.
His name
100%.
name will be Joel Miller. Yeah.
Nah, he'd let that happen.
Indeed, I am so mad too. Joel Miller got taken by The Last of Us. I think his like last name got it got shown in what is it, episode or the second game, I believe, and it wasn't that. I had Joel Miller first. I had that name first in like 2016 or 17, yeah. That was way before that second game. I'm so
That's a
mad.
Good zombie apocalypse name.
Indeed.
Wait, what do you mean by that? There's somebody... What stole your name?
The Last of
Us,
Us.
Right? They stole Joel Miller. They literally did.
Do you have proof of it being beforehand?
Yeah, I do. If you go on like... I think...
do you have proof of them ever having watched your video?
I know, but yeah, if you search up Joel Miller and set the time back to like 2017 or something, like there's no Google results because I Google these names before I put them into the series and make sure they don't like collide with anything else. And there's nothing on Joel Miller. Nothing.
Bro, please bankrupt Naughty Dog. Please, they ruined The Last of Us.
We'll see.
Luckily, that second game didn't do very well, so I think...
You'll be fine. I got a glizzy in my hand, and I'm doing very fine.
Indeed.
It's simply because they stole the name from you. It's karma.
Yeah, they did. What is it? I think that second game came out before the reboot of the first episode, right? Like, I didn't Google it beforehand because I didn't think like I knew The Last of Us 2 came out, but I didn't know like they gave him Joel Miller. And then someone pointed out in the comments, and
Joe.
I died inside. I didn't know what to do.
Joe.
Joe,
Time to
Joe,
sue.
Joe Mama.
Time to sue them. You should have copyrighted all the names. Copyright the rest of the names, and if someone uses it, you can fucking file a claim and get a
Yeah.
billion dollars.
Oh man, I'll own anyone named Joel Miller in real life. I own all your stuff now. No way.
I own you.
Oh.
Please.
Oh no.
Okay. Well,
All right. So tell us about like, is there magic in Buwok?
Magic.
I think there might be a little magic. I based a lot of it off of like science and stuff because I'm more interested in like the science aspect other than just kind of magic and stuff.
Tell us about the magic system.
Plus, I think a lot of the more recent maps and stuff they all have like they focus on magic. So yeah, I wanted to focus on science, but I mean, I can't really spoil anything, but it's a little bit of magic.
Add nukes to the game.
Is the soul crystal going to be involved?
Man, he really wants some lore, man.
I don't know.
He wants to make another lore video.
Is the lighthouse ghost going to be I'm
yeah.
Isn't that the
no,
whole...
I'm not.
There's
No, what do you mean no? Plot twist.
Nah, it's not gonna be there. I don't know what you're talking
you're
about.
spoiling it.
I have the ghost of the lighthouse. It's different.
Ghost of the lighthouse. Anomaly 06.
Listen. Tell us about
tied to the soul crystal.
What was Buwok like before the apocalypse happened? What was their main imports and exports?
Man, we don't know this stuff.
You gotta think about this stuff from a world building perspective,
Oil.
even if it never
It
never appears
They
in
had
game.
oil.
I have been thinking of that actually. I've been making
They
sure
exported
Buwok is
methamphetamine.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Honestly, thank you.
I'm basically trying to make Buwok feel like a real place and stuff.
Nice.
I have like the 5, I believe, boss battles and stuff. Is it 5? I think there's 5 and then plus 1 the final boss. Maybe it's 4 and 5. I forget the numbering, but every single boss you'll be able to technically see them on like different billboards and stuff. Like it kind of builds the world and stuff, right? Like you see these people before you kind of like fight them and stuff. You know, it's
okay.
gonna be
So
really
the
cool.
the bosses, a lot of the bosses are going to be human bosses then.
Pretty much, technically, yeah. It's
Okay.
I can't go into spoilers on technically what they are, but
in that case,
yeah.
my question is, how are you going to explain their ability to be bullet sponges if they're just normal humans?
I mean, they're not technically normal humans. They're still mega zombie size and experiments. You know, it's
okay.
Like, yeah, I think too as well. There's a unique boss battle theme for each one as well. I'm doing that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes,
cool.
please. Okay,
But
so
there's a whole story to each character. Every character has a story. It's gonna be cool.
I do think that would be hilarious if you could just one-shot them in the head.
That would be good. I think I was experimenting at the time for like guns to just like kind of one-shot everything in the head, but I realized that a gameplay standpoint, that's not a very good idea. Especially with like PvP, but oh man. It's
Make the frying pan one tap to the head. That makes sense.
there is a frying pan, so that maybe
Do it, please.
Oh man, that's gonna be
I'm
fun.
I'm begging.
I just remembered too. I gotta make a bunch of custom sounds. Oh no. Okay.
That reminds me, I was like on a 100-player like server the other day, and I had to use actually melee weapons. It was the first time in such a long time I had to use actually melee weapons to fight people with, and they were also using melee weapons too. That's how bad things were. Like every 2 seconds, there's someone there.
That reminds me too. I think something that a lot of people are probably gonna like, maybe a lot of people won't entirely like, is guns don't just kind of spawn out in the open. The majority of them are in the dead zone, or there's gonna be like safes and stuff around, and you kind of like explode those open and you get guns there, but that will require the mine system. There's a mine system. Oh man,
a mine system.
guy is
Okay, but
saying
first, before that, speaking of safes, there's a big man safe on the map apparently. So tell us, how's Big Man connected to all of this?
That safe is actually the one you blow open for supplies and stuff, and those will be like in houses and all that. But I mean, there's a lot of ties into Kuwait. You'll just have to wait and see. But yeah.
Bro, why you gotta keep saying you gotta wait and see? You just gotta wait and see, like, bro.
It's gonna be really cool.
Bro, quit being a nerd and just tell me.
Yeah.
Alright. Just kidding. But yeah, safe system. Because Animatic said Kuwait is in another universe, but apparently that is wrong now.
It's like,
can you add meth? Add meth. To the
map. add drugs. You know, like so that way people can like role play as drug dealers.
Isn't that against the rules?
So anyway,
funny. The original Buak in 2015, the workshop version, that actually had a meth lab in one of the houses, like a maple syrup meth lab. You had a bunch of cough syrup everywhere in a garage. That was kind of wacky. It was a bit of a Breaking Bad reference, but oh man,
Breaking Good.
Indeed.
A fine specimen.
Indeed. Man, that's gonna be really cool. But yeah, but man, yeah, the guns and stuff. Yeah, I think the safes and stuff, they'll have like lower tier guns and stuff. But yeah, I think that'll be really cool. So your main majority of like things or like early game are gonna be like bows and stuff and melee weapons. Those are gonna be like really big. But yeah.
All right.
I think that will be really nice.
That sounds dope. All right, I'm gonna head out. I gotta head out, ladies and gentlemen.
Sounds good.
I love Toothy Deerryte. I can't wait for his map. It's gonna be epic.
Same.
I'm gonna make 7 videos on it. I'm gonna smoke
exactly
crack.
7. I'm gonna make lore videos
7.
on it.
Dude, you're gonna make the nerd videos. I'm gonna make the epic based I kill people on Buak video with.
Well, I'll also make those videos.
I'm gonna kill someone with a broom, and then I'm gonna sweep their corpse. I'm gonna do the animation on their corpse.
Dude, yeah, that's exactly why I added it. I plan to do that too.
Bro, that's like pointing down at somebody in Dark Souls when you kill them.
Yeah, I'm gonna sweep on those hoes. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, yeah, that's gonna be really fun.
I'm begging to add a crumb of coke, a crumb of cocaine.
Oh no.
Charles seems like the type of guy to like sell crack, cocaine, and meth.
Z-Man, what did you think of my latest video before you go?
I thought it was really
He didn't watch it.
No way.
He didn't watch it. He said early he didn't watch it.
Wow.
Just blew up from excitement.
Honestly,
you brought
yeah,
the topic.
that's it.
Which is kind of
Toothy,
funny.
What did you think? What did you think of my latest video, Toothy? What did you think?
It was pretty good, and also made me worried that I have to make science accurate now in my map.
Make science accurate. I'll help you.
I was planning on making it like somewhat accurate, like anything that I can't really explain, I just kind of like ignore. But you just kind of.
I mean, yeah, that's what all good. That's what all good sci-fi writers do.
Indeed. Also, going back really quick, one thing I wanted to mention with the whole story thing, like every character has like its own like story, but I'm hiding like in the files and like through different things, like so much encryption as well. There's gonna be so much things hidden in the file. Like I have an entire story like hidden, just completely out of sight of the main view.
I'm writing this down.
I think maybe like 1% of it's like kind of visible to lead on the right on the right path, but. Wait, does Kuwait have anything hidden in the files?
Yeah, Kuwait has like an eye made out of slashes and dashes and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be it's probably gonna be way more advanced than that. Like you'll have to probably decompile the actual map itself as well for some hints and stuff too.
Oh,
but
come
there'll be
on,
things...
I don't know how to do
this
that.
Knight Rider's gonna go ahead
I'm
and
gonna
look
make
for
a
the
tutorial.
Particle.
Don't worry.
He's gonna look for the particle, the little ghost on France.
Bro, that's what I've been. I have that video. I just need to finish it, bro. I need to finish it.
Yeah, you've been lazy person.
I have been lazy.
Which is kind of funny to think about, because like Leon This Games said on Twitter that Knight Rider is the next big thing that's going to probably happen in the scene, which is a lie. That's not true. I don't think this.
That is absolutely true. I believe Liam does games. He has 20,000 subscribers. You have like STDs, Charles. I believe him more than you.
No way.
This guy. No. I mean, like honestly, like come on. You know, let the Nerd Rider become the biggest. Like, come on, think about this real quick.
The haters trying to bring me down, Toothy. I ain't gonna let them. I ain't gonna let the jealous haters like Charles bring me down.
Yes, I'm hating on your success.
Yeah, you do that.
I'm hating on your success, Knight.
Oh.
Nah.
Well, it's okay because I hate on your success.
You know what, Knight? I want to ask you a question. What do you think of the video that I made on you?
I thought it was funny, and I hate that I thought it was funny, but it was kind
You
of,
like
but it
the
was
ending?
kind of funny.
Did you like the ending?
I did like the ending. I did like the ending. I was sort of like in a state of shock as I was watching it, so it didn't all register.
What do you mean you're in a state of shock? What do you mean by that?
Well, I gotta rewatch it actually. Now I think about it. Let me rewatch this. Twitter.com. cucuycharles.
Toothy, what do you think about the video? Did you watch the video?
I think I did. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the ending though, but that was a
The
very
ending
funny
is literally
video.
him blocking me.
Oh
yeah, I remember that.
I love
now.
that. I love that. I love that. I'm gonna do it again.
This guy blocked me. By the way, that was a joke. I believe something like I forgot what it was. Something dumb happened. I think you blocked me as a joke, and then I was like,
yeah,
I might just use this image again because I think that's funny as hell. So
yeah, I blocked you as a joke and said take a screenshot. Let me know when you screenshot it so I can unblock you.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. It was kind of funny because when I saw your video, Knight, I'm like, oh my god, I need to make this edit right now. I took like 10 minutes to make that edit, and then I just
you actually have less of a life than me, bro.
I was in a call with Eunice. I didn't want to play Terraria for like a couple seconds. And I was like, I gotta edit this video. No, this is really funny, so I did that.
Eunice be like,
Okay.
Oh.
Is there any more questions for Toothy Knight you have?
yeah. Hurry up. I want to play test the map.
All right. Oh,
Please. I wanted to play. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. Another question. What's the best gun in the game right now? What's the best gun in the map?
Probably power-wise, I believe the Grizzly. That's gonna be an airdrop exclusive. Or what?
The Gritty?
So the
Gritty?
Shut up, Charles. No. Okay, so are these gonna be like the actual vanilla weapons, or are you like overriding them with new stats and stuff or new models?
They're all fully animated guns. They're all really cool. I completely remade them. Like absolutely, they're fully animated. They're hired like details and stuff. I had like Ren and all that help me out with
nice.
with a bunch of the designs. So they're approved by him. So if you like the Arid guns, you'll probably like the Buak ones, especially since they're all moving too. Like I made sure to animate them all, and that's gonna be crazy.
I like this because since it's set in Canada, it's sort of going back to the roots of Unturned. So you gotta have some of the vanilla guns and updated.
Yeah, I think there's a few unique guns and stuff, and like a bunch of makeshift ones as well. There's some really fun guns in there, but yeah, a lot of them are based just on the vanilla ones, because I don't know, I really like them, and I just wanted to see them kind of like updated, and yeah.
Add the calling card.
Already done.
Yes.
I mean, it's not really technically the calling card, but there's like a Tommy gun in it.
Yes. Yes. 50 round drum magazine.
This is actually I think the biggest meg size is actually 30. That'll be very interesting for gunplay, but oh man.
Make it a 50 round drum magazine.
No way.
Okay, fine. At least make at least you can have the 30 rounds, but at least make it shaped like a drum magazine because they just look cool.
Maybe the gun that it's based off of. It just
you can't have a Tommy gun without the drum magazine.
It's kind of more like the Thompson from Rust, I'd have to say. That's where it's kind of closer at.
Man, I wanted to roleplay as the skeleton. That was like, rattle 'em, boys.
No way. Oh, Because I think too there is one craftable gun. I believe that's the a shotgun too. Like the shotguns as well. I made sure there's only a single shot and a double barrel, so that'll be really interesting for gunplay too. A lot a lot of the guns are just kind of civilian grade kind of. Like I don't know. I didn't do like really high tech. Like there's no like M249s or anything. There's nothing too crazy, but yeah.
The 1911s.
Oh yeah, there is one of those. Yeah,
Is
and
the
I
sports
think
shot
the
in there?
Adventure. No, I
gotta add
can't
the
believe I
sports
didn't.
shot.
I never added that. I don't know how I didn't. Oh
Write
man,
that down
did
now.
I?
Write that down right now.
I don't feel like making an entire new gun. But, maybe in an update.
Okay.
I'll mark it down.
Listen,
So that would be the
if
sports shot thing.
if I model you like the rocket launcher that shoots 4 rockets, and will you put it in the game?
Probably not.
You
No.
mean the judgment?
There's
Yeah,
a
exactly.
rocket launcher, but it's a unique one. I don't want to spoil that one right now. That will be that's craftable at the start though. That's gonna be a interesting mechanic.
Craftable at the start. Interesting.
Yeah, you just have to gather resources and
Wait,
stuff.
a rocket launcher
I
does that's it'll be done at the start?
Like yeah, you can kind of just craft it like right at the start. I think like you just need I think maybe like crafting 3 or something, but like you have to gather like resources and stuff, and like the resources are probably a little harder to get because you have to like go into the mine system. And I want to mention too, I never mentioned this when I mentioned the mine system earlier. It's probably the biggest mine system in all of Unturned, and it connects directly to the surface, no teleports. I'm pretty happy with that, and it has a minecart system too going through that. I think I showed that on Twitter, and I improved that heavily. The mine system on Twitter actually that has completely like gotten a whole facelift. It is so much bigger now. It is crazy. There's at least 7 different cave systems.
You'll
Like
bet.
that is crazy.
So I'm guessing this is a large size map then?
Oh yeah. That's also
Why not insane? Huh, fucking lazy ass.
Gosh. The original idea was actually for it to be insane, but I don't think the game would have handled that many trees because there's already a lot of trees on the map. So I mean maybe there'll be an insane update maybe once the player base grows or something, and there's like 300 player servers and all that.
Bro, let's go.
That could be cool.
300 player servers, please.
Well,
indeed.
I mean, I think we should wrap this up because we've got more than an hour in. We usually do an hour. Unless Knight, you have any more questions?
Yeah.
That could be quick fired or not.
I think that's it.
That it?
Yeah, that's it.
That it?
That's it. Mm-hmm.
I guess one thing I should mention stuff, yeah. Please check out Buhack when it releases. I am literally pouring my heart and soul into this thing, and I'm putting so many hours into it. It's probably not for everyone, but if you like a survival map, and I seen a bunch of people like suggesting a bunch of things and like other maps that don't have it, like I'm adding a bunch of those things, so that's gonna be really cool. Some people are gonna really enjoy this map.
He listens to the community.
Indeed. Oh man.
All right then.
And it's gonna obviously like advance with updates. Yeah, that's all. All right.
All right, this concludes this episode of the Unturned podcast. I hope you enjoyed our guest Toothy Deerryte, and we'll see you all later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. 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 Bye.